Hi guys, today I want to share with you my note-taking methods. All my life I used notebooks for everything, doing exercises, taking notes, writing down my evaluations, the dates for my evaluations, literally everything. And of course, when I went to college, that system didn't work. So I tried notebooks, but instead of notebooks, I also tried white sheets. So during the day, I just write everything down in my sheets, and at the end of the day, I just file them in a file for each course. So I tried this method because many people used white sheets in my classes, and it's a more dynamic method because it's not so restricted as a notebook because the format is different. So if you fail one class, if you had to add new information to your notes, you just need to grab another white sheet, just write everything down. You just need to put in exact place that you need it. So it's more dynamic because you can order easily your notes by date, by subject, while with a notebook that it's not possible. So you need to plan with anticipation. I also got an iPad in my third year on Christmas. After try these different methods, I'm finally here to tell you what really works for me in mechanical engineering. So right now I use both iPad and notebooks, and I have one notebook for each course that I am taking. Mechanical engineering in my college is a very theoretical course, so we deal on a daily basis with many exercises, many books, many PowerPoint presentations. On my iPad, I use Goodnotes, that is a note-taking app, where you can just create notebooks, sketches, pages, and you can import files and edit them. What I do right now is I just import my books that I need from the courses and PowerPoint presentations and documents that are very important. So I just import them for the Goodnotes, and I put them in a file with the name of each course. So this is good because you can just have a little bit of organization, so like online organization of your own matters that you are studying during the semester. And in notebooks I can just add pages to my documents. It doesn't matter if it is a book, I can edit everything, and I can underline things, I can add notes, like text notes with my keyboard or just with my Apple Pencil. So it's a very versatile app, and it really helps me with my theoretical part. I feel that also it's a very good choice for my theoretical classes because something that my teacher said to us for some subjects, because in one class it's a lot and a lot of matter, a lot of pages. It's mind-blowing, and I just maybe you just feel the same. It's a lot of information. So what I do is sometimes it's a good trick for you to just have everything on paper, like slides or the book, and if you know that your professor just guide the class by that book or by that PowerPoint presentation, you just print everything and you just put them in your iPad, and you can during the class just follow the PowerPoint presentation, and you can just add new information that the professor is saying. So this is very good because you can just be in your class and paying attention actively, so you are not like in a passive way just listening. So you really have to take notes and understand and make a huge effort to be there, to pay attention, to have a little bit of concentration, because it's your time, you are in a theoretical class, and I feel that if you just prepare a little bit yourself, you don't need to just read the matter in advance if that's not your choice and that you don't feel the need. But if you just have like the things print or prepare and you are like, this is my time to listen, to learn and to study, like the 3 things in the 2 hours of your class. So I think it's like a very productive class for you. I really want to say to you that you don't need an iPad for having like good grades or like the cutest annotations or the best organization for one class or for your courses. It doesn't work like that way, and it's not like a necessity at all. So there are affordable tablets that you can buy from different brands, and with simple tools you can just do the same thing. And before I had my iPad, I just print everything that I feel that was worth it. So I feel like the most important pages, and I just grab a few blank pages so I just can just put everything together. And I also bought a lot of post-its, so you can just glue everything in your pages and take a little bit of colorful notes. So you can do everything without an iPad. It's just a tool that it makes more easily and sustainable your journey. I really prefer it because I think it's a good investment because I don't like to waste paper. So when I printed, I just printed like the necessary stuff, because as a student you know that you just print a lot of paper, a lot of pages, and you just use them for a certain amount of time. So when semester ends or the year ends, you will not use that pages on your daily basis and regularly. If you can also do that in your I like paper, I like so much of paper, but you can also grab your PC for your class, your computer, and you can use different apps and extensions that you import your files and documents in your books, and you can also edit them and underline and put some notes. Regarding the notebooks and some PDF, like long PDF files, I never print them, I just add everything in my computer. And when I was studying at home, because it's like the theoretical part, I just use the PDF to underline and to add like little comments and stuff like that. But there is so many good choices, so you can also take a little bit of time to explore things like Simple Note that is free, OneNote that is free, or also Evernote. So there is so many options for you if you don't have an iPad. The real question here is why I use my notebooks if I have an iPad that can do both and everything. I started wearing glasses, so I wanted to reduce my screen time, and I spend like all my day sit on a chair looking for a screen. If it wasn't my PC, it was my iPad or my phone. I also realized that I love so much my pens, like my colorful pens. I like the ink of the pens, the texture of the paper. For me, using the iPad, it was like a big transition because you are all your life used to one thing, but at the same time it's also very easy because it's very easy, but it's very different. So I don't know how to express that, but I really miss the paper and pens, but it's like very personal. And so I can have the best of the world, so I can use my iPad for the theoretical part of my courses and my notebooks for the practical part of the courses, like exercises and stuff like that. So now I use my notebooks to, as I said, to my exercises, to write like little important information, to resolve the exercise and the things that I need to keep in mind while doing them, and general equations that we use a lot, or like the theorems and things like that. So I just resolve everything in my notebook. I just do a little bridge with the theoretical part, because you need to have both, of course. So I just put like I add in my notebooks the important, very important theoretical part, like the theorems. So that is how I just interact with my notebooks and iPad, and therefore with my practical part and my theoretical part of the course. So as I said, in my iPad it's all about the theoretical part, and this is where I just study the hard part and the general concepts, and it's where I understand better the matter. So it's all about underlining, taking notes, just modifying the language, like the difficult language, to easy one and to my own words. And I also refer to something while studying the matter. I just refer to some exercises on my notebooks, like, oh, here we have this theorem. Oh, I just did an exercise where I applied this theorem. So I will just refer like exercise 1.1. For me, in mechanical engineering, this method of separating the theoretical part and the practical part, it really works, because I just optimize the two parts and separate them, but I also have the mechanism of just referring each one in the other. You understand? So it's very practical, it's very easy, it's just I can put the things in my head. And when I add everything in my iPad, it was good, but at the same time it's like too much information in one single place. Of course that you can also do this with your computer, so with that little apps and Chrome extensions, or like that type of extensions that I already told, like OneNote, Evernote, or Simple Note. You can just import your files, and you can just also separate like do everything about the theoretical part of the course in your computer, and just have like that part of your time to just studying everything, writing everything down, learn the concepts, understand like the big chunk of matter, and then you just use like your notebook to do a ton of exercises and really consolidate the matter. And it's a good choice, because I feel that both parts have a little bit of tricks, the theoretical and the practical part, so you can learn them separated, so you don't mix up everything. So guys, this is the end of our video. I hope you guys liked it. Tell me what method you use and what tools you use, if you are like old-fashioned way and use like your papers and your books and you just print everything, of your like the tech type of person. You just use like your iPad and your computer, or a mix of the two, like me. And tell me what course you are taking right now. So I think that's it. I will see you guys soon.